Hello everyone, I am Jhunjalarry Villosa from Section E1 under Miss Desiree F. Gonzalez, and I will give my overall insights or learnings about chapters 1 to 4. Now let's begin in chapter 1. The social welfare, social services, and social work. In social welfare, organized concern of all people for all people. The organized system of social services and institutions decide to aid individuals and groups to attain satisfying standards of life and health. Includes those laws, programs, benefits, and services which assure or strengthen provisions for meeting social needs recognized as basic to well-being of the population and the better functioning of the social order. Encompasses the well-being of all members of human society, including their physical, mental, emotional, social, economic, and spiritual being. Individual and group efforts. Systematic and voluntary efforts undertaken by individuals and or groups in response to unmet needs. Major societal institutions which have their designated roles and responsibility for meeting human needs. The family, the church, the government, the cooperatives, and labor unions. Social agencies. Major provision for helping people. Integral part of communities' institutionalized network of services. Professional social workers and usually employed by a social agency. Residual formulation. Conceives of the social welfare as temporary affair during emergency situations and withdrawn with the regular social system is working properly. Institutional formulation sees social welfare as a proper, legitimate function of modern society. Social security, set of compulsory measures instituted to protect the individual and his family against consequences of an unavailable interruption. Personal social services, service function which have major bearing upon personal problems, individual situation of stress, interpersonal helping or helping people in need, and the provision of direct collaboration with workers from government and voluntary agencies. Public assistance, material or concrete aids or supports provided, usually by government agencies, to people who have no income or means of support for themselves and their family. Social services refers to programs, services, and other activities provided under various auspices to concretely answer the needs and problems of the society. Why is there a need of social services? There are people who have needs and problems beyond their own capacity for solution. Social welfare has been accepted as a legitimate function of modern industrial society in helping people fulfill themselves. Many of the problems people face today are traceable to the rapid social change that has been taking place. Adverse effects of urbanization and industrialization, rural underdevelopment. Social control goals, based on the recognition that needy, deprived, or disadvantaged groups of strike out, individually and or collectively against what they consider to be an offending society. Economic development goals, social services which directly contributed to increased productivity. Social services which prevent or relieve the burden of dependence on adult works of such dependence. Humanitarian and social justice goals, rooted in the democratic ideal of social justice. This concept submits that it is right and just for a man to help man. Involves identification of the most inflicted, the most dependent, the most neglected, and those least to help themselves and making them priority. Social services which provides or counteract the disruptive effects of urbanization and industrialization. Social work seeks to enhance the social functioning of individuals, singly and in groups, by activity focused upon their social relationship which constitute the interaction between man and his environment. In general, social function problems are caused by any of the following: personal inadequacies, situational inadequacies, both personal and situational inadequacies. All social workers' efforts, therefore, focus on either helping a person adjust to or cope with his environment or modifying or changing his environment or situation or both. Social work is not a hit or miss or trial and error method, but a professional service which make use of scientific knowledge and skills. Social work, introduced in the 1930s as a systematic method of helping people in the field in public welfare in the Philippines, came to be officially recognized as a profession with the passage of law by Congress in 1965, elevating social work to a profession.